Elsewhere, former Minnesota police officer Derek Chauvin has been found guilty of murder by the jury of the state of Minneapolis on all charges. The 45-year-old was filmed kneeling on top of George Floyd's neck, causing his death. Chauvin will now be sentenced for a jail time of several decades, as Rachel NDUATI reports.
Derek Chauvin, a former white Minneapolis police officer, was convicted on Tuesday for the murder of African-American George Floyd after a racially charged trial seen as a pivotal test of police accountability in the United States. The jury deliberated less than 11 hours before finding him guilty of all three charges, which included second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and manslaughter. During the verdict, crowds gathered outside the heavily guarded downtown Minneapolis courtroom and erupted in cheers as some wept tears of relief after waiting the verdict of a 3-week trial that had an entire nation on edge.
Watching it on TV, and I screamed yes the first time, yes the second time, and hell yes the third time.
When I heard the verdict, I think I was very emotional. I was very it's bittersweet because it's something that you have to wait for that verdict, that you come when it should have been justice to begin with, right? It should have been settled a long time ago, but I think it's a sense of relief, but there's a long way to go. It doesn't end here. This is just like a little stepping stone. Like, that's it.
Chauvin, who had been free on bail, was put in handcuffs after Hennepin County Judge Peter Cahill read out the unanimous verdicts reached by the racially diverse jury. Civil rights lawyer Ben Crump stated that this was not only a historic moment for the United States of America, but also for its legacy. He continued to state that they would make America for all Americans.
America, let this be the precedent. Let this be the precedent where we live up to the high ideals and the promises when we say liberty and justice for all.
George Floyd's family, including his brother and nephew, spoke of how George was a strong man and they would miss him as he not only captured a moment but shaped the future.
I will salute him at every day of my life. I will salute him. Because he showed me how to be strong. He showed me how to be respectful. He showed me how to speak my mind. I'm going to miss him, but now I know he's in history. What a day to be a Floyd, man.
So today is a pivotal moment for America. It's something this country has needed for a long time now.
Yes.
And hopefully today is the start of that. When I say a pivotal moment, we need change in this broken system. It was built to oppress us. It was built against us.
President Joe Biden called members of the Floyd family to say he was relieved by the verdict, and then later he and the Vice President Kamala Harris addressed the nation in their televised remarks.
Today, it was a murder in the full light of day, and it ripped the blinders off for the whole world to see. The systemic racism the Vice President just referred to. The systemic racism is a stain on our nation's soul.
Today, we feel a sigh of relief. Still, it cannot take away the pain. A measure of justice isn't the same as equal justice. This verdict brings us a step closer, and the fact is, we still have work to do. We still must reform the system.
For many years, police brutality has been evident, especially in the African American, and many police officers fail and get away with the extrajudicial killings. However, George Floyd's death has shaped the future of the American justice system. Rachel NDUATI reporting for Switch.